Welcome to Craig's Gun Channel. In today's video, we're taking the Hi-Point 995P out to the range. Currently first up shooting was Chris. He's a new addition to the channel, and we're just doing some open range shooting here. This is just out of the box, and it is shooting a little bit high and to the right. And this ended up being consistent for pretty much all of us. We didn't make any adjustments as we were shooting, but it is a little bit out as far as being registered directly on target. We did have a little bit of a failure to feed there. That was due to magazine. The bullet was nosedived down a little bit in the magazine. A couple slaps on the bottom rectified that. There again, that's not an uncommon issue, especially with new magazines when they're stiff, and Hi-Point magazines in particular, to be honest. Steve's up next, and there again, it was shooting a little bit up and to the right. Steve is left-handed shooter, so he did have a little bit of trouble with the charging handle. It's a little bit awkward for a left-handed shooter. While we were generally just shooting for overall function testing, accuracy was reasonably good. I mean, we weren't really taking our time shooting here to really get a really super good sight alignment. We were shooting at fairly close range, about 15 to 20 yards, just shooting blazer brass, 115 grain, full metal jacket, just ball ammunition. I would think, though, accuracy is acceptable for just the basically range plinking type of shooting we were doing. I also want to take the time at this point to thank Splatterburst Targets. They provided the targets for us to use on the channel. Targets like this are very nice to use. They show clearly where your shots are hitting. They're great for new shooters, especially, because there again, you get that instant visual feedback. And of course, for us, when we're doing reviews on firearms, it really helps to show on film where the shots are hitting as well. So again, I want to thank them for providing those to the channel. Next up, we had Evan. There again, it was shooting up a little bit to the high and to the right for him as well. So what that tells me is it's just the sights were slightly off. So there again, they are adjustable, so that could be adjusted for. While we were shooting, we didn't have any failures of the firearm itself. We did have one thing I wanted to note here: the brace itself, and you can see there it kind of pushed in. It was adjustable and is held in place by a set screw. So it's not an adjustable brace. It's meant to be set and then left in place. We didn't tighten the set screw down enough on that, so it allowed it to push in. The front sights on this are a fiber optic front sight. Most everyone really agreed that they were easy to pick up and quick to put on target. The rear peep sight is a larger peep sight than what would come on the regular 995 carbine, which makes sense. Being a pistol, it's intended for a little bit closer range and faster target acquisition. I'm hoping that Hi-Point is going to move that same type of fiber optic onto the 995, their carbines as well. We did try to put it through as far as some target acquisition to pit the 995 pistol against a regular 995 TS carbine to see if there was really any difference as far as picking up target acquisition and acquisition speed. This is obviously not a scientific test because there's differences just in general with the shooters. But we did find that the 995P, the pistol version, especially with the fiber optic front sight, is a little bit quicker to pick up target acquisition wise. Now, this looks like it is a failure on the firearm, and we did have a failure to load here. However, upon a little bit closer examination, what we found was the last round that was fired in the 995P in the pistol, it actually was a squib round, and it just drove the bullet into the chamber, into the throat of the barrel. And so a new round would not chamber. We tried a couple different magazines. We were thinking maybe it was just not wanting to go into battery, and it turns out it was actually a failure of the ammunition. So this is not an issue with the pistol itself at all. It's totally ammunition driven. It doesn't happen very often these days with centerfire ammunition. However, it just goes to show that it does occasionally happen. We were actually all very pleased that it did not go into battery, because if it would have, we would have been firing into a blocked barrel, which would have been bad. So overall, I'd have to say we all enjoyed shooting the 995P. It seems to be a really nice little sub-gun type style pistol. It's interesting. It's basically a pistol version of their 995 carbine. Everyone agreed it handled well. The only drawback that anyone really had was the limitation with the 10-round magazine. However, that's due to the nature of the design. This is basically a scaled-down version of the 995 carbine, which was originally designed during the assault weapons ban of 1994, and there was a 10-round maximum capacity allowed on the firearms at that point. So the firearm was designed with that in mind. If they would redesign the firearm to allow for a higher capacity magazine, it would drive the price up substantially. And the main selling point and what makes these such a great bargain is the fact that they are so affordable. So overall, I would say the High Point 995P is a nice handling firearm. It was very enjoyable. We think it would be very useful as far as for recreational range use. It could even be put into a self-defense role if need be. There again, the performance, we didn't have any failures of it at all. The only two failures that we had was a failure to go into battery when we were first shooting, and that was magazine related. Not a fault of the firearm, that was a magazine issue. Sometimes you just get a bad magazine. And then what appeared to be a failure to feed later on in the range session turned out to be ammunition related. So there again, not the fault of the firearm. So it's proven to be very reliable. And so overall, I would say High Point has another winner on their hands. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm. And if you want to continue to see more like it, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you're notified as new content is released. We value your comments and feedback, so please let us know your thoughts on this. And I guess we'll go and wrap up there. Until next time, stay safe.